allergies today. All right, let's see. It's a bit quiet. Turn up the mic. Okay. Okay, is that better? Any better? And I gotta be a little quiet because my spouse is recording something in the other room. So I'll turn it up like this for now. And if it gets too loud, just let me know. All right. And hopefully the webcam and the audio is synced up. All right, we are good to go. Thanks everyone for joining. Good time to pop open my beer. I have a Hop Fusion Blonde Ale. Okay, so here's what I've done so far. I have Nethermind. What I'm going to be doing today is staking 32 Ether on Ethereum mainnet with using the Eth 2 Launchpad on the Eth 2 Launchpad website. I'm also going to be depositing that Ether using my own Nethermind node, which I've been having a little trouble with, but not a lot. It's actually been pretty smooth so far, surprisingly, and that's what you're seeing on the screen right here. Whoever just asked if I'm over 21 with this beard, I am a poor 15-year-old. I'm sorry. I'm sneaking off with the beer. So yeah, what we're doing right now is I'm keeping Nethermind synced, and then I'm going to connect my MetaMask to it. That's the part that's been failing me lately, is connecting MetaMask to Nethermind. So that's probably some like home networking stuff that I need to figure out. So I will be working it. Yeah, I'm using Nethermind instead of Geth Alpha Chain because Geth is the dominant client right now for Eth 1.0. They have like 70 to 80% of the network share. So using a hey Patrick, that's your name, okay. They have such a high network share. I'm wanting to do something to use a minority client. I've used DAppNode before, and it worked really well overall. I couldn't get it to work on Wi-Fi was the main thing. If I would have worked with their team more, I could have, but I ended up just plugging it in like wired. So that ended up being okay. And I ran Nethermind, and I think I did the Topaz network, the Topaz Eth 2 test network. Yeah, something like that at the time. So what we got going on here is I have my Eth 2 staking node, and I'm going to put the link in chat right now for the hardware. If y'all are interested in looking at the hardware for what I'm doing right now, it's going to be this link. I think it's also in the about this video section in YouTube. So basically, what I did was I went in and I bought this like fanless computer. I'm kind of regretting it now. It's getting really hot and making me super nervous. But anyways, I'll deal with that when I come to it. And it comes with, or I bought a 2 terabyte internal solid state drive and 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. This is a fanless mini PC with an Intel quad-core i7, USB 3.0 and 2.0 ports, LAN jack, everything that you would need. And again, that link's there if y'all want to kind of look at some images and what I did with DAppNode. So we're going to just get to as much as we can today. As far as staking goes, my main goal is to deposit that 32 Ether. If it doesn't work on Nethermind, what I'm going to have to do is just use Infura and then work on my Nethermind node later, depending on how much time goes by. But yeah, hopefully it'll work. Let's get going. As you can see on the screen, Oh, something else I forgot to mention. I should mention this before we get going. To kind of demonstrate, the suggestion is when you get these when you're staking on Ethereum 2.0 and you go through the Ethereum Launchpad program, it makes you get a validator key and a deposit key. And we're going to read more about what those things are, but those keys kind of control how you operate on the Ethereum network and who can retrieve your Ether once phase 0 is over and the phase that unlocks your Ether happens. So you're supposed to do it on an air-gapped PC, a computer that isn't connected to the internet where people couldn't steal your stuff. So Alex from the ETH Staker Discord and Twitter, alex.eth, he mentioned to me that you could actually use Tails Linux to generate your keys using the Launchpad and the command line program. Tails Linux is an amnesic operating system. And what that means is you put it on a USB and you put the USB in your laptop. You boot into that USB and it's like its own whole operating system, and it's completely anonymous. It runs over Tor. Its goal is to be complete like a private operating system where once you restart it, it loses all of its data unless you want to keep it. And in that case, you use an encrypted storage medium to keep that data. So I'm using Tails so that I can generate the keys, put them in a secure encrypted container, and then move them into my main staking box to do the ETH 2 deposit. So that's going to be what I plan on doing. During that, I'm not sure exactly how writing down the mnemonics going to work. Like I've gone through it a little bit, and hopefully I'm not going to just flash my password or mnemonic for everybody. Just be completely, just dox my my 32 Ether for you. But yeah, but this is kind of the going above and beyond way, is doing it on Tails Linux. What you really would want to do if you're doing this at your home, just turn off your internet while you're generating the key is my recommendation. So you open up the command line program, turn off your internet, generate the key, get a couple USB drives and save the withdrawal key on the USB drives and hide them somewhere in your house or something. Like there's multiple ways you can do it. Oh, you don't get a withdrawal key? Oh, okay. Yeah. So what something else, for those in the chat who are saying this is kind of confusing and stuff, I'm going to write all this in a blog post. As we're going through today, I'm going to take screenshots of what I'm accomplishing here, including the Nethermind portion, and put it all in a blog post that's easier to digest than this multi-hour video, where I'm going to be fumbling and bumbling like an idiot throughout the process. So yeah, I'm going to take a swig of this and get started. Okay. So what I've done is, in order to, now I was extra and I put a Nethermind mode and I got it running. You could use Infura, which is basically an external Ethereum node where you push transactions to it and you don't have to install anything. It's just like a URL. And you can use that to do your deposit, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly safe. I'm just not going to do that today if I can avoid it, because I want to demonstrate how you can run an Ethereum 1 node on your system. And you will be needing an Ethereum 1 node somehow when you're staking ETH 2 come December 1st, whenever phase 0 launches and the beacon chain launches. So I am on here. Let's go ahead and go to Launchpad and read a little bit about it. So I've been talking about this Launchpad. This was a joint effort between Consensus with a Y and the Ethereum Foundation, is my understanding. It has Leslie, the Ethereum 2 staking rhino. Very pretty. So we need 16,384 validators, or that's the equivalent amount of Ether for that many validators is 524,288. We are roughly, I think, 14% there. Last I checked. Someone can do the math on this if they want. And if you look here, this website kind of explains the staking rewards depending on how much ETH is staked over time. So what's probably going to happen, and this happened with the new Cypher network and their staking protocol, we're going to have people who are staking right now, but over time they're going to like increasingly stake more and more as things feel safer and it gets closer to 7 days before launch. Oh yeah, you have to deposit things 7 days before the beacon chain launches or earlier. So that would be the 24th. So I'm doing it 10 days early. Go me. There's a timeline. That just talks about some stuff. Yeah, so it says generate validator keys offline. So that's the recommendation. Yeah, that's all that is. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so it's proof of stake to secure the network. Validators need to post ETH as collateral. So I'm posting 32 Ether as collateral. So that means I have skin in the game. That means I have Ether that's up that it can get if I cheat the system or if I try to leave early or if I'm not online all the time. Actually, I can leave early and not get penalized. But if I try to cheat the system or if I try to stay offline too long, I get penalized. Oh, yeah, I'm going to move my camera. Thank you so much for that suggestion, Crypto Blockchain Technologies. There we go. Okay, so continue. Become a validator on Eth 2. You need to deposit 32 Ether that you wish to run. This process cannot be reversed. I accept. Only validators that actively participate in consensus receive rewards. I'll do it. There's a risk to slash. I'll take the risk. I'm risky business. And I need to back up your mnemonic or seed. Okay, when I say the withdrawal thing, I think I mean the seed, but I haven't done this, so yeah, it's like a mnemonic that is the only thing that's able to help you withdraw your funds, because that mnemonic derives an address, a private and public key, just like Ethereum 1 accounts. All right, this Launchpad will help you create keys for each of your validators. They're going to be saved in key stores, and you'll need to give these to your validator software to begin validating. You'll also need to receive a deposit file to upload to this website with the public keys for your validator. I cannot transfer my staked ETH. While the Ether is in Ethereum 2.0 and the beacon chain, until phase 2 happens, or 1.5, or whatever we decide within the next 2 years, that's when I'll be able to take the 32 Ether out, not before then. With transfers disabled until at least phase 1, there's no way for a validator to voluntarily exit and restart later. So while you're staking, my understanding is you can exit, you can stop staking if you know your node's going to be online, but you then can't start staking again. Your Ether is just sitting there not doing anything, not earning any interest. You can't take it out. So there's not a reason not to stake if you can stay online. There's a risk to being an early adopter. All right, new Ethereum 2 key pairs. Continue. Okay, so I get to pick my client. I'm going to pick Nethermind. So let me go over real quick my Nethermind software. So if I go into my file manager, what I did was I downloaded Nethermind, the AMD 64 Linux package, and I opened it up, and there is a launcher, a runner, CLI, and Beam wallet. I don't know what CLI and Beam wallet are. Launcher is like a step-by-step, like it asks you if you want to have certain options on your node, like enabling JSON RPC or connecting to ETHstats, which, by the way, I should be connected to ethstats.net, which is a website that chronicles a lot. If optionally you can connect your node to this, and it like tells you stuff like the block, the difficulty, the gas propagation, stuff like that. I think I called mine Hudson's Nethermind node. Yes, I did. And it doesn't show me having any blocks, which is weird, but at least it's showing up, so that's nice. Okay. JSON RPC enabled true to enable JSON RPC service on the default port of 8545. Continue. All right, I'm going to choose Lighthouse. So Lighthouse is by Sigma Prime, and they are an excellent software and engineering firm that creates Lighthouse. It's the Rust Ethereum 2 client. I have the options of the other Nimbus, Prison, or Teku. There's also other Eth 2 clients that are starting to catch up and will be ready around launch, is what I've heard, or after launch, depending on their progress. Prism is right now, and I think going to be, the most popular client. So in order for what's called client diversity in the network, I want to install a minority client, which is why I'm running Nethermind, because Nethermind is currently, let's see, Ether nodes. I think this will tell us roughly, yeah, Geth is like 80% of the network, and Nethermind's like 1%, so that needs to change. So I'm going to pick Lighthouse. I would like one validator, please. Okay. Linux, that's what I'm on. By the way, okay, so on my staking node, I'm running Xubuntu, which is a variant of Ubuntu, but follows the same software updates of Ubuntu and everything. It's a more lightweight version of Ubuntu. It doesn't come like pre-installed with a bunch of software that I won't need, because all I'm doing is staking on this machine. Okay. Here we go. I want to download the CLI app or build from source. I could build from source if I needed to, if I felt really untrusting about stuff, but I don't. I think the CLI app download is going to be safe enough. It's on the Ethereum GitHub and everything. Okay. So here we go. This is where I'm going to get the deposit. I'm going to run the CLI program and deposit keys. I'm running this on my Tails Unix system and not on my staking machine, so I'm going to get that set up real quick. Be right back. I'm going to keep it on my staking machine, but just turn this one off. Okay. I'm back. All right, let me see here. I'm not abducted by aliens. I am currently going to start up my laptop, if it'll work, and then hit the F12 key. Okay, is this gonna work? Let's see. Okay, it's gonna work, just not immediately. Oh, we got it. I'm a genius. So right now I have a second laptop. I'm booting up Tails operating system on a USB stick. And again, what we're gonna try to do here is take the CLI, like the command line tool for Tails, and use it to generate our deposit mnemonics and our keys, our Eth 2 keys, which I still don't fully understand, so we're going to learn about that together. Okay, so we are up and loaded. It does a weird thing here where it's not showing me entering my admin password, which I guess is a good thing, but I am entering an admin password. If you're going to be doing the same thing I'm doing, you need to go to the plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner and choose Add Administrator Password. And the reason for that is we're going to be using the command line. And in the command line, you sometimes need to sudo into Linux, which means get into administrative mode to run your commands. Rodev, I'm hoping this won't last more than 2 hours. Yeah, so hopefully not more than 2 hours. If it lasts more than that, I might have to start getting, might have to like plan another one of these or something, I don't know. Oh no, I don't think it's showing anything right now. Let me see if I can fix this, and if I can't, then I'll go to plan B. Yeah, actually I can trim this up later, you're right. That's a good point. Let's see. Yeah, because this is going to take just a bit here. Ah, I see. So there's an option in Tails to mirror the displays, and now we're good. Hurrah! So I'm in Tails. This is an operating system. Yeah, I got a 6-pack of beer. I have all the time in the world. I am good to go. Right now, this isn't connected to the Wi-Fi, so I'm going to connect it to Wi-Fi. Now, once it's connected to Wi-Fi, what's going to happen is it's going to connect to the Tor network. The Tor network is an anonymity network where you can browse the internet mostly anonymously and access the Onion protocol. So if you've ever seen a .onion domain name, it's kind of like a layer on top of the internet. Some people refer to it as the dark web. And it's really good to be doing things in private or if you need to generate keys offline. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Do I have my USB with me? I do. Okay. There is one thing I completely forgot. I was going to generate Veracrypt encrypted containers to use in Tails oh, my cat just knocked something over, to take the generated files in the mnemonic and safely transfer them from Tails to my other operating systems like my staking computer. I didn't do that. I think I'm only depositing 32 ETH. I don't think I'm going to be under attack in the next 10 minutes for someone trying to take my withdrawal key or mnemonic. So I'm just going to transfer my mnemonic using a USB device. And yeah. And after that, I'll encrypt it after this whole thing is done. Okay, I think we're connected to Tor. Oh, it's not ready. Okay, it's still connecting. What percentage? This is 8.2%. Nice. But I am connected to Wi-Fi. So yeah, gonna go in, download the command line tool, generate the keys, generate the mnemonic, and we'll be golden. Okay, I'm just fixing something on here. Okay. Tor is ready, so I can log in to Tails and... Oh no, I don't want the calculator. Ah, crap, I got the calculator. Okay. Tor browser. Yeah, Philip, I'm not going to show the mnemonic. I already went through the CLI to make sure that right before the mnemonic's generated, I will black out my screen. So while I'm saving all of that, I'll just show you all what the files look like after it's saved. I'm a generous guy, but I don't want you taking my 32 ETH. Okay. So, Launchpad. I'm just clicking through all the I accepts and then going to Nethermind, continue, Lighthouse. Oh, cool, they randomize it. I didn't know that. They randomize the clients so it's not like suggesting you do one in particular. I'm going to be doing one validator. Download the CLI app from GitHub. So it might let us download it outright by clicking on it, and it might do a thing where I have to do it through the command line. It won't be a problem if I do it through the command line. Okay. I'm going to want Linux AMD deposit CLI. Okay, this is going to be in the Tor browser folder. Yeah, Lazy Cat, I don't know if I answered this, but Tails is just used to generate the key, and that's it. That is all. Okay. Wow, we have like 60 people on here. Nice. It is almost done. All right, it's done. Extract here. This is tar gzed or whatever. Okay. So if you're using Unix, Linux, Ubuntu, whatever, Trent, hello. you want to open the terminal and run these kind of deposit files in the terminal. So you can right-click in Tails and also on Ubuntu and open in terminal. Makes it really easy so you don't have to navigate there. And now what I'm going to do, all right, let me make sure this is not covering my webcam. I'm going to click on /deposit. / is basically saying, hey, I'm in this folder. Okay, now I got to go in and I think the site says what I need to do after I download it. Here we are. I need to copy this command. So this is generating a new mnemonic. It has one validator and it's on the mainnet chain instead of something like the Zinc and testnet or whatever. Let me see if there's any other steps. Okay, so let's read through what's actually going to happen here. Save the key files and get the validator ready. You should now have your mnemonic written down and a key store saved for each of your validators. Your validator key store should be available in the validator keys directory. You should see that you have one key store per validator. This key store contains your signing key. You can use the mnemonic to generate your withdrawal key. So, okay, they don't... Yeah. So, they don't give you a withdrawal key. They give you a mnemonic instead, which is kind of smart because if they give you a file, then people can just scan your computer if they hack into it for the file. Or if you take it to like a computer repair shop, they can steal it. But if you have the mnemonic, that makes it a little bit more resistant to attack. So yeah, it's a 12-word phrase instead. Philip says, always check the checksum of the binary. Gwen also says you should check the SHA-256 checksum. That's a great idea. So I downloaded this from GitHub. That has the SHA-256 checksum, and I believe there's a program. This is the checksum. I think I can go in and go to Tor browser. Oh, whoops, wrong one. And I think I can just get the checksum by right-clicking. Does anyone know if I can get the checksum easily from somewhere? Oh, here, perfect. All right. Check. Okay, hash. So I want to take this checksum, and I'm going to put it here, and then hash SHA-256. Uh-oh. That's not the same. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I can do this in command line, Marius? Oh, I'll check some of the zip. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. All right, I'm going to just do this on CLI. So that's SHA-256 sum. And then the file name is Eth 2 deposit CLI yada yada. I did that wrong. Oh, .zip or .tar .g. B09 C8A. B09 and C8A. It's the same one. So I just did the SHA-256 checksum to see that the tar.gz file that I downloaded is the correct one. Very good suggestion, audience. Okay, so I have one validator I'm generating a validator key file for. I put that it's going to be on the mainnet chain, and I have a new mnemonic. So let's go ahead and click on enter. I'm going to pick English. I'm going to type a password. So at this point, I'm going to turn off my screen. This password is going to be invisible, but after that, the mnemonics going to flash, and y'all don't need to see that. Type the password that secures your validator key store. I'm going to do that now. Okay, I got my mnemonic. So I'm going to write this down. This is the boring part. Okay. So here's how I'm choosing to do this. Y'all don't got to do this way necessarily, but I'm creating, I have a 1Password password file, or password vault. It's a service. There's also LastPass and stuff like that. Someone just said they're going to record this audio to reverse engineer the keystrokes. So I'm going to save a note in my 1Password password directory that's super, like, you have to have a lot of things to get to it. And that's going to have the mnemonic for now until I can move it to a more secure location after and then delete it from 1Password. But for now, this is going to be the easiest way to do that. So let me type it in. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I type this in. I swear to God, if anyone does try to like reverse the keystrokes or like the tapping on my phone, like the vibrations, because I did not turn off vibration support. Actually, does anyone know if that's like a real thing that you can do? I know you can like put like a major like microphone up to the wall of a hotel if you're trying to steal someone's password and you like try to listen into their hard drive skipping if they have like a traditional hard drive, and you can like get the password from that or something. I read about that once, but I don't know how viable that actually is. And let's be real, you don't need to even do that. You can just beat me up for my validator password. I'm a weakling. Abstract. Okay. Just said the last word. If y'all can guess the rest, it's on you. And now I gotta type my mnemonic. Wait, let me fix this real quick. The lead pipe attack. Okay, I'm gonna mute while I type this, actually. Y'all got me paranoid. Okay, guys, sorry, I fucked this up. and I'm going to have to try it again. So give me a second. Okay, I'm in a loop now where when I type it in, I hit enter and it doesn't let me go further. I think we have some ETH 2 devs on chat. If anyone has any insight, that would be helpful. Also, I super fucked up and I didn't disconnect from the internet in Tails. So if Tails was compromised, my stuff would be very compromised. So, always disconnect from the internet, people. All right, I'm trying this one more time. Okay, it's just going in a loop and I don't know why. So I've written this down. Did it generate anything for me? No, it didn't. I'm going to run the whole program again from scratch because this is being really weird. Sorry for the wait, y'all. Okay, everyone, we have hit a roadblock. It says, this is your seed phrase. Write it down and store it safely. It is the only way to retrieve your deposit. Press any key when you have written down your mnemonic. I did that. And then it says, type out your mnemonic. I type it out. And then it goes into a loop and shows me my mnemonic again. I don't know why that is. So what I'm going to try to do, instead of typing it, is maybe just try to copy paste to speed things up, and at the same time just get through that piece of it. So, all right, it's showing it right now, and I'm going to press any key when you've written down your mnemonic. Now it says, please type your mnemonic separated by spaces. I've done that. And I'm going to hit enter. It did it. Okay. I have no idea if I just typed it wrong or what. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this to my USB drive that I'm plugging in. Okay. Now then. Let me make sure it's not showing up on the screen. Yeah, copy paste definitely did work. I can't recommend. You really should be typing it out, but the fact that it wasn't working sucks. Okay. First of all, it shows a little rhino. I think that's really cool. And then it says creating your keys, creating your key store, verifying your key stores, and verifying your deposits. Your key can be found at that area. Okay. Validator keys. So I'm going to copy this. And again, you would want to use a Vericrypt encrypted hard drive if you can get away with it, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. Okay. My validator keys are in there, it looks like. I have a deposit data and key store. All right, press any key and it's done. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to safely take out the USB drive that had the deposit stuff on it. And I think I can shut this down. Let me just make sure. Okay. Yeah, so I've done it. Good for me. And again, once you shut down this computer, it's going to delete everything. So make sure you get those keys off there and the mnemonic off there. Okay, I'm going to set up the other computer now. Okay. I am back. Okay, sorry, my audio is messed up. Oh, dope. I should have retested to regenerate from the mnemonic. How would you do that, Philip? I'm kind of curious about that. Oh, I gotta plug in my USB while you're doing that. Oh, that's all? Run the recreate command on CLI. Should I just do that? I've already turned off my tails. I can turn it back on, though. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to do other stuff while it's booting, but I'll turn it back on. I think it's safe to do. I mean, I am putting 32 ETH in this, so yeah, it's probably worth it. So apparently you can use an existing mnemonic from a hardware wallet. I decided not to do that, but I definitely could have, and that would have been okay. Okay, so I have validator keys now, if it'll open. Oh no, it froze. I've had this happen before. When it does happen, I have TeamViewer installed on here, so I'm gonna move to technical difficulties real quick. I have TeamViewer installed on here, and so I log in with TeamViewer and then it suddenly starts working. I have no idea why that is. By the way, I should have said this at first. None of this is officially endorsed by the Ethereum Foundation. I'm doing this on my own. I'm not represented by anybody or anything. So don't think this is like official steps, and don't put this out as official steps. Please and thank you. And we're back. Yeah, so someone just said they wouldn't trust TeamViewer on a machine holding ETH. So the thing is, though, my mnemonic will never touch this machine. Well, I guess it already did, but I haven't, like, opened it or anything. Someone would literally have to, like, upload the file right now. So the only reason I want to do it is because if it crashes while I'm on vacation, that's more money lost than the risk of someone taking my Ether or stealing my box or something like that, I think, for the amount I'm putting on. Now, if you have, like, a bunch of Ether, more than 32 up there, it's basically however much you're willing to lose or whatever. Just keep the safety considerations in mind. So we have deposit data and we have the key store. So I've gone through and done all this. So the deposit data.json contains the public keys associated with your validator. You'll need to upload this in the next step. Okay, so I have my tails again, and I'm going to put this here. So while Tails is loading, I'm going to go ahead and continue because I don't have to send the ETH if this doesn't work out. Okay, please upload the deposit data file generated in the previous step. All right, it's uploaded. Continue. Okay, now this is where I'm going to connect a wallet and actually send the Ether. So the thing is, I didn't think too far enough ahead about this. Let's see. Yeah, Crypto Blockchain Technology says never use TeamViewer on sensitive system. I agree with you. I'm just taking risk. So do it as I say, not as I do. I don't have MetaMask on here, but I guess I could install it. I should do that. Okay, I think I already have a seed phrase on one of my machines that I can type in here. I'm going to double check though. Yeah, Philip, I did. That's definitely not something you should do, but I needed to save that seed in order to make sure that it's backed up. And actually, maybe... Oh, Ledger works with Eth 2 staking? That would dox me, but... Yeah, should I do that? Okay, so here are my options. So I have 32 Ether and like my main public wallet. And I was kind of wanting to use that as the thing that deposits, but now I realize I either have to make a whole new address or use my ledger or use another seed phrase or create a wallet. So Chloe, you used Ledger, right, for doing this? I think that's maybe what I'm going to do. Because I know I have that backed up everywhere. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's do it with the ledger. I'm going to grab my ledger. Wait, are you saying second address on your ledger? Yeah, I am going to send it to another address on my ledger for sure. For sure, for sure. I'm going to create one right now. So there might be some more waiting and conversation. Sorry to keep you all waiting like this, but I was kind of going into this blind just to kind of show people how long it would take. My cold storage account doesn't hold like... I don't know. It's one of those, like, I think I'd rather just not have my cold storage account, you know, out there. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to show you all how to connect a hardware wallet to Trezor. Because, yeah, I don't really want to show my keys and stuff like that. And then I'm doing this from a Windows. Okay, so I ran into a problem. On Windows, when you're using MetaMask with your ledger, it pops up this really annoying thing saying reinsert your security key. And when that happens, let me see here, just a second. When that happens, I try to like reset the ledger and it still doesn't work. It's really annoying. Like super annoying. Oh man. So yeah, let's see what else is happening here. I'm on the Ledger Live app now, and I have opened my wallet. It's now synchronizing all of my Ethereum accounts. While that's loading, I might need to update my ledger, Chloe. That's right. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, though. I'm going to call this address staking. I'm going to add the account. And I'm going to send 32 ETH to that account, just to get that over with. Ooh, I like the address. It looks pretty to me. I don't know. I like numbers. Oh, send a little more than 32 ETH for gas fees. That is a good call. I'm going to do that. Thank you for that suggestion. So I'll send 32.5 ETH. Well, actually, a half could be a lot over time. 32.1. So, Callum Timini, you said, won't we see the deposit being made and we can track it back to your cold storage address? I'm using my public address that has over 32 ETH. My cold storage address also has over 32 ETH. I won't be saying the amounts for either, but suffice to say, my crypto's in a bunch of different places, so you can't figure out how much I have total. Okay, so I have an address on here. I'm going to copy that account. Yeah, I need to get multiple ledgers. I think I have a second ledger as a backup. Someone said I would send to Mixer first, then the new one with the address. You know, I could have done that. I just wanted to do it a little bit quicker because, I mean, the address I'm sending it from is a known address of mine. Like, you can find it real easily if you looked. So I'm not really worried about that too much. All right, confirm account. All right, now I'm going to unplug this and plug it in to my staking machine. I am back. My staking machine now has its ledger plugged inside of it. So, in my knowledge, there's not like a mixer for ETH besides Tornado Cash that's like legitimately like cryptographically on-chain mixer. Most people... Oh, Philip, you found my address. Yeah, so as you can see, yeah, someone... It's a good amount of ETH, but it's not like I'm not a millionaire. Okay. Yeah, so right now on my staking machine, I have my ledger connected. So, oh wait, I need to go back. Get started. This will create a new wallet. This will import your existing wallet. On MetaMask, if you just want to use a hardware wallet, how do you get around this? Do I have to set up a new wallet? Ah, frick. Okay. Here we go. I'm almost done with this beer. I wonder what I should drink next. So, if you're looking at my screen, I think I have it up. Yeah. This is MetaMask. It says it's giving me two options. I need a seed phrase or create a new wallet and seed phrase. So I guess I'm going to create a new wallet and just never use it. Yeah, create a wallet. Okay, now I can show my screen. All right, I have an account. I'm going to connect a hardware wallet. I'm going to connect my ledger. I need to, oh, drop my ledger. Okay. The cord barely reaches. I have to stretch. Also, it's a Ledger Nano Blue, which I really like. But sometimes it's like, uh-oh. Just a second. When I dropped it, I think I messed it up. I think I might have broke my ledger. Oh, seriously, did I break my ledger? Oh my god, I broke my ledger. It's like typing random numbers. No, this one's fragile. This is a Ledger Nano Blue. This is the touchscreen one, and I dropped it on its touchscreen. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this. If you look, you can see maybe that it's like typing the 6 over and over again and blinking it. Yeah, it's the touchscreen isn't working anymore. All right. Good news. I think I have a backup of this ledger. I'll be right back. This is right. This is why we don't have normal people. Okay, let's see. Where's the cord? Here's the cord. Okay. So this hopefully will work. First, I'm going to get closer to my staking computer because that was one of my main issues. Was that the stupid cord wouldn't reach? Also, I have 2 ledgers, right? Or I have 3 ledgers total, at least. And one of them is just blank, and I forgot to label which one was blank and which one wasn't blank because I never thought I'd use the backup this quickly. Okay, here we go. Now, will I remember my PIN code? Let's find out. Yes. I'm going to go technical difficulties in case this is the wrong ledger and I actually have something important on here, but I don't think I do. Oh no, actually I'll go sensitive info screen. You can see me struggle. Okay. This is the right ledger. It is my backup. Hell yeah. I did it. I have 32 ETH on here. All right. It does show my MetaMask addresses, and that's why I waited to pick the right one. So I'm gonna show my screen now. Okay, I'm back. Man, this day has been crazy. Okay. Now then, I have 32.1 ETH and this ledger address. Let me make sure 89C266. I want to make sure it's the same one I generated. Yep, 266. Okay. I want to connect to this Nethermind node. Here is the moment of truth. Did it connect? It connected. Wait, I think. I might need to look and see what this does. Chain ID 0x35539. I'm going to add a network and just add my Nethermind. So oh no, I can just do localhost 8545. Oh, well, fuck. Okay. Never mind. The chain ID should just be 1, right? I'm not crazy, right? 0x1, yeah. I'll save this just in case I need to go back to it. But, yeah, it's 0x... It's just 1. Oh, what's the block explorer, I wonder? HTTPS etherscan.io. Okay. Okay. Why is it not showing anything? Is this the XDI chain? Okay, this has 32 Ether for sure. It's getting JSON RPC calls. I see it right here. Like, it's happening. Reload the page. Oh, good call. No, I didn't do it. I think it's on a different chain ID. I really do. Oh, no, I saved it as 1. Okay, I'm going to log out, log back in, I guess. Is it my Nethermind node? Is it not up to date? It says its sync was 100%. Maybe it doesn't have state data, it just has receipts. Yeah, it's absolute. I mean, it's synced, but when I synced it and also got receipts, but it's fast synced, but that shouldn't make a difference. Let me close out of this entirely and come back in. Oh, wait, but I'm on the Eth 2 Launchpad. Crap. Okay, I'll close out of MetaMask then. Great. I have to click through all this again. Oh, crap. Okay, the lead of Nethermind, Thomas is here. Why isn't it synced? Who got the lead of Nethermind? I'm going to get back to that page. I love how we have such a small community that you can just, you know, pop in, like some lead devs can just pop in, you know. Now it's not showing that anyway, so I'm not synced. Let me see if I have any private messages from him. Oh, here he is. Speeding up, but it looks like it was restarted in the middle of the sync. Oh. Okay, so Thomas said that I lost connection. I did restart this computer earlier, but I've been syncing it since then. And it says state sync is 100%, but it says it's not, it's having trouble keeping up. So I'll be troubleshooting that later. Let's see. But until then, I'll just use Infura. And that's why we have Infura. Now I'm going to connect. Okay, now. I'm just going to reply to Thomas real quick. Let me see here. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Tails. I have Tails up. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to type in my mnemonic. And I'm going to make sure that it works. Because otherwise, I will be depositing Ether and then not able to get it out. And I will just be a good steward of the network without making any real money. Yes, you can use the Ubuntu server with no graphic interface, but I like the graphic interface. right, so if this was anyone else wondering where 15K of Ethereum went. Yeah, this, oh man. I would not be losing ETH right now if staking, because I don't need my Lighthouse node up until December 1st, is my understanding. Is that right, everybody? I don't think I do. Correct. Okay. Oh, hey, Danny. Danny, you missed it. I literally broke my Ledger Nano Blue touchscreen wallet because the cord was too short and I dropped it. So now I had to get my backup ledger in order to discreetly get 32 Ether off my cold storage and put it into a new address I created. I also screwed up on getting them mnemonic generated, and the CLI for getting a deposit. So for those who missed this earlier, I was using Tails Linux to, what's it called? I was using Tails Linux to generate my deposit, my validator stuff, and get my mnemonic for Eth 2. And it held me type it back in to confirm, and it would never let me leave that screen. So I don't know what's wrong with that, but I'm going to try to validate my mnemonic. Ledger Blue was known to have a lot of problems, so it is pretty brittle. Okay, so I'm going to go through the Eth 2 staking website. I'm going to download the I could just go to the GitHub, but I forgot where the GitHub was, so clicking through this is going to be faster. And y'all can't see what I'm doing because I have a second laptop with Tails running so that it's anonymous, or it's protected from me, what's it called? It's protected from people snooping if I connect off Wi-Fi, and then it deletes everything when I restart. So Trent, the node is not close to syncing according to Thomas. So I don't know. But I'm just going to go through the process and type in my mnemonic again. See if that happens. Yeah, let's have an intermission. Everybody just go get a drink, go get some popcorn. Whatever you need to do. I'm going to look at my Ledger Blue more while this is downloading on my Tails machine. Guys, I think my Ledger Blue's working. Here, I'll tell everyone once they get back from popcorn. Hey, Dustov. Talk to me on like Twitter DM or send me an email on hudsonjameson.com as my contact information, and I'll connect you with someone who can help that's trustworthy. You don't want to just ask the public because someone will try to steal your stuff. Or join ETH Staker, like Trent's saying. So, Mohini Seshu, what do you mean, how do I open the right side screen? What does that mean? Oh, terminal. Oh. So on that one, I run a command that's just a Nethermind runner with a mainnet configuration tag or flag. So, Philip, I can actually send the link. I think it's also in the YouTube description about my hardware setup. Once everyone's back from break, I'll talk about my failover stuff. It's not very robust. Well, this stalled. What Tails is stalling? Oh, I lost internet. Are y'all still with me? Yeah? Tails just lost internet. Why is it? Okay. Oh, it lost connection to Tor too. Okay. Here we go. Right, we're going to start this over again. So what I'm doing, oh, okay. So when I open Tails, I have to download the ETH 2 deposit CLI tool. Mohini, I download the ETH 2 deposit CLI tool, and then there's command line stuff in there that allow me to validate the mnemonic. And that's what I'm doing right now off screen. And I'm getting close to starting that process. I just need to know what the command is. And I think I can just type in the... Okay. So I need to go // deposit, and then existing, oh man, mnemonic's a weird word. Okay, MNEMONIC. And then mainnet. Actually, I don't think I need mainnet. I think I can just type in that. Two dashes. Okay, that's what I got it wrong. It's -- existing mnemonic. Error, no such option. Why is that a thing? Existing dash. MNEMONIC. See. I am stuck. Why is this not working? All right, I'm going to go to deposit -- help. All right, command not found. Oh, I didn't put dot slash. I don't think I need the 2 dashes. That's, yep, I don't need the 2 dashes. That's what it is. That's what it is. And it is a tough word. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, for the moment, I put the mnemonic in my phone and my 1Password password vault. So I'm going to type that in now. La 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 la. All right, I'm almost done typing it, and then I'm going to double check it, and then I'm going to see if it actually works. Okay, I'm going to read through it. Okay, and then I did that, and it had a traceback fail message. Failed to execute script deposit. That is not a valid mnemonic. Please check for typos. What the, Typing it in should not be this hard. Okay. I have an idea. All right, hopefully everyone's back from their break. Did everyone get popcorn? Oh, here, I had this in upside down. Okay. Nice try trying to steal my mnemonic, Jill. Is it 12 or 24 words? I actually forgot. I can look, though. I counted 23 words. Maybe that's why this isn't working. Did I really put this down wrong? Is that all that's happening? Oh, man. I might have just typed this down wrong. My phone finished the word for me. There's a word that was wrong. Oh. Okay, I'm going to try this again. Now then. Almost done here, guys. I can't believe I'm so stupid. I either typed it wrong or my phone auto-completed. It could be either one. So the moral of the story is write this down and then double and triple check it like I didn't do, because that's the way that you get away with it. Wait. Okay, and let me do it. I'm going to choose mainnet. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's creating my keys again. I can now compare them. Yeah, you shouldn't use your phone for mnemonics either way. Yeah. Okay, so I just regenerated my validator keys. You will need to remember the password you used for your validator. That's really important. If I hadn't done that, I don't know what I would have done. All right, so I'm checking the SHA-256 sum of my validator keys that I took on my files. Oh, my laptop's dying. Oh no. Okay. Laptop saved. Okay, so I'm going to my deposit data.json file. I'm going to do a SHA-256 sum of that one and of the other one. So I'm going to have to like open a, what's it called? Like a WordPad or something, a text editor, to save these SHA digest. So first one is this. And then I'm going to go to the other one and check. Okay, good news. For the first file, the digesters are equal. I just need to do it for the second one, the key store, and then we're good to go. Okay, almost there. That's a different digest. What did I do? Oh, would the key... Wait a second. Would the key store digest be different? Oh, they would, because they're generated at a different timestamp. Okay. That's fine. As long as they're similar, which I'm going to check right now. Okay. Okay, Proto, my pub key is in the key store. Is that what I need to be looking to see that they're the same across both? They are. They are. Okay, everything else is different. That's really interesting. The salts... Okay, I understand why the salt and the would be different. I don't understand why message would be different. Might be a timestamp, yep. Okay, so I've just confirmed that this mnemonic is correct. Now I can... Oh, did this go off? Here. I'll get you guys back on so you can see the Nethermind node. Oh. Okay, so here we go. My pub key is the same in both. I've checked this in Tails. I am ready to go. I'm at the summary page. I have gone into Tails. I have generated my mnemonic and got my deposit JSON file and my validator. Wait, what's it called again? I got my validator keys. So my deposit data and my key store. I have transferred 32 Ether to an account on my Ledger wallet. I've connected my Ledger to the staking machine. For those who just came back, I actually fixed my Ledger. Blue, it's actually working now. So I'm going to go through the summary. I have one validator with 32 ETH. I understand that if I lose my phrase, this happens. I'm aware, blah, blah, blah. I'm responsible for the transaction. This looks like the right place. I can go and I can look at the certificate if I want. Yeah. We use Let's Encrypt at the EF. Continue. All right, time to initiate the transaction. My validator public key, that's interesting. I can actually pull up my key store and compare it and make sure it's the right one, and it is. I have this validator public key with me. All right, I'm doing it. Are we ready? Last drink. I'll get a new drink after this to celebrate. All right, I did it. I did not check the gas price, but, whatever. All right, it's not letting me... Oh, it's pending. That's maybe why. Okay, I'm going to go to account details, view on Etherscan. Okay, so it's not even in there yet. I didn't check the gas price. This could take some time. That wasn't a good idea. I'm tempted to speed up the transaction, but if I do that... Gas is low right now? Okay, thank you. Oh, I paid 12 gas? Ah, fuck, this is going to take forever. That's why it's pending. Is there like a nonce I can grab? Or a transaction ID? It's not letting me copy it. What the hell? The transaction ID is deterministic, so there's zero way it wouldn't let me copy it. I don't want to click on speed up. Like, I want to, but I don't want to, because if I, like, if MetaMask fails and then drops the speed up transaction, then that's not going to be good. Okay. What's going on? Push the hash to the transaction. We'll have miners push it through. Okay, it is really cheap right now. I'm not going to go to MetaMask because it's not letting me click on anything. I'm just going to go here and hope that MetaMask pushed it. I don't want to cancel it. dear God, no. Wait a second. I got to confirm on my ledger. Oh, I'm so stupid. Yeah, because why would it just let me send a transaction? Uh-oh, but since I sent it and it's just spinning, how do I... Where do I... Okay, this is bad. Someone needs to help me because I have a pending contract interaction that I have said yes to. My ledger didn't pop up. Okay, unplug it, plug it back in. Yeah, Trent, really, this has been a roller coaster of emotion. Okay, so Chloe, if I plug it and plug it back in, it's still not telling me anything. What does that mean? All right, so I should resubmit it. But see, okay, but the Launchpad. Okay, so I'm on Launchpad. I don't get to initiate the transaction again unless I refresh and I have to start over. And I don't want to... Okay, let me try speed up. Yeah, let me try speed up. I think that's the only way. Okay, yeah. That's a good idea. Let me go fast. When I hit save, it didn't close. This is great. All right, now when I click anything, it's not closing. This is wonderful. Why? No, there's no ledger prompt. There's no ledger prompt when I do save. Okay. I've never used MetaMask on Unix, on Ubuntu or whatever. When I hit save, it brings me back to 12. This is bullshit. I shouldn't have a ledger prompt yet, but I can't even close this, Patricio. Okay, I'm typing 20 on here. How would I tell if the ledger's being recognized on Ubuntu? I've never used Ubuntu with my stuff. Okay, I'm going to just do this. All right, we're in the same way we were earlier. Okay. Have I turned on contract interaction on Ledger? That's a good question. I haven't. That's a great idea, Philip. Now let me try to speed up. All right, same thing as it did before. I'm not using an ad blocker. This is a fresh install of Xubuntu Proto. It's like, it has no other add-ons. It's Google Chrome. Okay, I'm restarting my browser. I don't think there's anything else I can do. And I'm gonna unplug and replug my Trezor. I mean my ledger. Transaction failed. What does that mean? Okay, great, it failed. I can resubmit this again. Let me get my ledger ready. Okay, ledger's ready. Now I just got to go through Launchpad again. I don't have my deposit data anymore. It's on the other drive. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I just got to close everything. And unplug the drive. Okay. Okay. Now then, get started. You know, who said it's time for a shot? You have great ideas, whoever you are. Okay, ledger is up. One validator. I'm going to click all this stuff. Okay, now, contract interaction. Save. Confirm. Oh, here we go. All right, review transaction. Accept and send. All right, it's good. We did it, I think. Yes. Yes. Yeah, the ledger isn't locked itself. I just had to confirm it. Oh my Lord. Okay, Lazy Cat, I don't even know if I could suggest my video. I don't know. Okay, here I did it. Yay. All right, I can click this link and it should go to Beacon Scan and show that I'm deposited. All right. I'm going to go continue. Here we go. Thank you for supporting the Eth 2 network. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Okay. Okay, I can check to see if the ETH node, my Nethermind node, is running by going to MetaMask and switching it to localhost 8545. Oh, we're good. We're synced. I could have done this through MetaMask. Dang it. I mean, through Nethermind that I'm running. Oh, well. Okay. Thank goodness. Lighthouse is not ready for staking yet. Are you sure it works? I could run Lighthouse. That might be another whole video. I don't even know. Okay. Oh, Danny, did you ask if it's in? It should be. Hey, Danny, once I deposit this, what happens next? Wait, why does it say it sent it to Gorley? We're on mainnet, right? Yeah, we're on mainnet. Okay. I'm going to go, I'm on Beacon Scan. I'm going to go to Beacon Scan Ethereum. I think there's like a one that Bitfly does. Beacon Chain. That's right. Validators. Overview. How do I look for my validators in here? Okay, Lighthouse will have a mainnet release that I can configure and run. That's nice. I don't know if anything's up yet. I don't think... Yeah, because I won't find my validator yet because we haven't started the chain. But this does show that I'm in it. I made it, everyone. All right. That is everything I can do for now. Oh, can I put my ETH 1 address in, did you say? Let me see. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, this... Oh, it says you can put the ETH 1 address in. It's just not working right now. This has the validator info on Beacon Scan, though. Okay. Oh, look at ETH 1 deposits. Okay. I don't want charts, though. I just want... Here. Oh, I'm in here. There I am. It's a valid signature. It worked. Okay. Let me get another drink first, and then I'll talk about my hardware setup, my redundancy setup, and what's next. So, and then we can end the video. Okay. Oh, I forgot to get it. Hold on. All right. This has been really fun, guys. I'm going to just finish up by talking about how my setup is, hardware and redundancy-wise, and then we'll get off. But first, I want to show that I'm drinking Screwball peanut butter whiskey in a nice little glass. So cheers, everybody. Does anyone want to have like an after party after this, like on like Google Meet or Zoom or something? Like I set up a call and we just all hang out? Who would come to like an after hangout? Okay, perfect. Yeah, peanut butter is really good. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so type in your questions about my hardware setup and other stuff while I'm going through this. But basically, here's a link to my blog that has the hardware setup when I ran DAppNode on the same hardware. You can use a Raspberry Pi, but yeah, like Chloe said, it might have issues in phase 1 to 2, and validators have more work to do. A UPS is something that you should have. So here's the thing. Everyone's really freaked out about the always being online thing. The always being online thing is something where if you travel a lot and you don't have someone who can come into your house or apartment and like restart your node if it's encrypted, or take their node to the other person's house if the internet goes down for a long time, like a week, that's bad because you'll lose like whole ethers that way. So that's hundreds of dollars, or you know, over $1,000 if you have your node offline for more than a week. However, in my situation, I don't have redundant internet. I don't even have an internet backup that's mobile. And the reason for that is I looked at some people's estimates on the amount of bandwidth needed, and it would be more expensive for me to buy like $50 a month mobile internet access that I keep as a fail-safe on my node than just relying on friends to come and save my node if my internet goes out. So just moving it to their apartment temporarily. Also, when I talked about bandwidth, the bandwidth needed for an Eth 2 staking node is quite a bit from what people have told me. I don't know if anyone has the numbers or like has looked into that, but it's like, you know, with most mobile plans, you get between 2 gigabytes and like 22 gigabytes for between $10 and $75. Staking on DigitalOcean, someone just mentioned, or like AWS. Oh, actually, Danny is correcting me right now. It's not terrible for the bandwidth for one validator. So maybe it's like if you have a validator plus an Eth 1 node, that might be what the people I was talking or I was looking at was referring to. So if you're not running your own Eth 1 node and you have the capability to have a mobile backup, that might be a good idea. However, it's not like absolutely required. And when I say that, what I mean is like, you want a UPS power backup because that also provides good surge protection. And if power is going to go out more than internet in a lot of places I know about that people are going to be running this, like major cities. It all depends on the reliability of your internet connection. My internet has gone out for an extended period of time. My plan is to be able to move my staking machine to a friend's house, plug it in, and it work after being plugged into Ethernet. And that's just kind of what my plan is there. I have a friend who I trust to not steal my things if I give him my machine, and I can give him specific instructions on like passwords and stuff like that. So that's my plan. If you live in an area where you don't have friends who know about Ethereum, or you can't do that, having a backup that's mobile sounds like a good idea, actually. Especially since this is going to be up for 1 to 3 years, hopefully just within 2 years. So basically, yeah, it's going to be an interesting ride for sure. I'm a little worried about my hardware setup. If you go to my blog, you'll see that I got like a fanless PC, and it's getting super hot. So like, I don't know what to do now. I need to find like a fan for it or something. It's also really dusty where my equipment is. Oh, that's a really good question. Someone just asked, do you have a live sync backup process for your Validator database? I do not. I was thinking of doing one with what's called ZFS, which is a type of file system that's in Linux systems. And I think you can maybe use it for Windows and Mac, or at least for Mac. But basically, ZFS involves taking the whole hard drive and cloning it. So if my hard drive fails, I can just run the external hard drive. I looked into that. It turns out it would slow down my read and write speeds of my SSD that I bought, and I didn't want to do that. So rather than doing that, I think I'm just going to install rsync and copy my validator, man, why can't I think of the word? Copy my validator blocks to that hard drive. Glue a heatsink on it. Okay, that could work. I could also have a staking node just up on DigitalOcean for like a few bucks a month probably, and just, yeah. I do have a beer fridge. How did you know, Dustov? It's a great beer fridge. Do we have any other final questions before we head off and I send out an invite link to whoever wants to join the after party? How resource intensive is running a validator? Can I run it in a virtual machine on my desktop while playing a game? I don't have an answer to that. Can someone answer how resource intensive it is to run a validator, such as running it on a virtual machine on the desktop while playing like Call of Duty? I would think that it depends on how much resources you assign the virtual machine within your computer. Yeah, running an Eth 1 or Eth 2 node on a virtual machine would be bad, not the validator. Will you have to do anything else on December 1st? You need an Eth 2 client. You need a connection to an Eth 1 node, whether that be Infura or running your own node, and you need a validator running. That's my understanding, Lazy Cat. I could be wrong. In fact, does it say on the here what's next? View the checklist. Oh, here. Here we go. So, you need an Eth 1 node running with your Eth 2 node. Alright, I have securely generated and saved my key stores. I backed up my mnemonic. I have a strong password for my key stores. I've backed up my password. I've secured the root account. I have a hardened SSH on a random port. I set up a firewall. I have forwarded the necessary ports. I've already forwarded the ports for Lighthouse, I think. Configure the time sync. Ooh, I haven't done that. I'm gonna save all this. Is this like located somewhere other than the stake than here? Like, can I print this as a PDF or something? Yeah. Here we go. So the key store needs to be on the validator client, it looks like. Also, I may eventually set up Prometheus and Grafana. Oh, I need to set my graffiti flag later so I can get my POAP. Or Pope, however you say it. Interesting. Advanced system architecture. This is a good checklist. I should upload this somewhere. We should have this. We should have this so it's not just at the end of the staking, the Launchpad. It should be like on its own somewhere. That'd be really cool. Okay. Oh, main Launchpad page. Oh, you can already get this from there. Oh, thanks, Danny. Thanks for tuning in. This has been helpful. Checklist. Yeah, here it is. Sweet. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for joining in. Yeah, what we'll do is on Twitter, my DMs are open. send me a DM if you want to join the after party, and within 5 to 10 minutes, I'm sending out the link. Probably more like 5. How many people did we have viewing this thing? I think at max we had like 70. That's awesome. Oh, you can't make the after party, Chloe. No problem. Have fun. All right. All right. And don't make the same mistakes I made, like writing down your mnemonic in your phone. Write it on paper or something. You shouldn't have TeamViewer on the computer. Yeah. Danny, I don't think all those deposits just came in because of me. I know a ton just happened, but if it happened because of me, that's not very good. I hope people didn't follow my instructions. I did not do good. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Message me on Twitter if you want to come to the after party. That'll be happening in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Thanks, everyone.